Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at a question on organic molecules. A test tube containing a straight chain organic acid X, ethanol, and a catalyst is heated in a water bath as illustrated below. Organic compound Y is produced according to the following equation, this being the equation. Question 2.1. Give a reason why the test tube is heated in a water bath instead of directly over a flame. So, as we can see, we here have ethanol. And ethanol is an alcohol, and alcohol is flammable and catches fire easily. So we want to avoid that. Question 2.2. Write down the 2.2.1 type of reaction that takes place here. So as we can see, we have an alcohol plus a substance, and it forms something in water. So this reaction, since it forms water and it has an alcohol present, will then be esterification. Question 2.2.2. Write down the formula of the catalyst needed. So, when we are doing esterification, there's a specific catalyst that is needed, and this catalyst is H2SO4. 2.2.3. The homologous series to which compound Y belongs. So, we know that during esterification, we have an alcohol and we have something else that reacts with it, and then it forms water and an ester, as it is esterification. So Y is an ester. The molecular mass of compound Y is 144 grams per mole, and its empirical formula is C4H8O. Question 2.3. Determine the molecular formula of compound Y. So to determine the molecular formula, we take the molecular mass given, which is 144, and we divide that by the molar mass of the empirical formula, which would be C4H8 and O. If we add all of this together from the periodic table, we should get 72. As C is 12, H is 1, so 12 times 4 plus 1 times 8 plus 16. And if we add all of this, we get 72. So, when we divide these two, we get 2. Therefore, we times our empirical formula by 2. So, 2 times C4, H8 and O gives us C8, H16, and O2. And that's our molecular formula. Question 2.4. Write down the IUPAC name of the compound Y. So, since we have 8 carbons, 16 hydrogens, and 2 oxygens, and this is an ester, we know that we have to have a structure that has the 2 O's being in the ester form. And when we do that and we use the amount of hydrogens, we should also have to incorporate the ethanol and the X that we have produced to create the ester. Since we have ethanoic acid and we have 8 carbons, we know that it is ethyl hexanoate. Question 2.5. Write down the structural formula of organic acid X. So organic acid X has to be a carboxylic acid, as a carboxylic acid and an alcohol form an ester. And since we know it is ethanoic acid, the carboxylic acid has to then be hexanoic acid. And the structural formula for hexanoic acid has 6 C's, with then an O and an H, a double bond to the last C, and H's everywhere else, in order to fill up all the bonds. And that's all for this question. Thank you.